How to smoke a Cheyenne cigar. Cheyenne cigars are a brand of small cigars, equivalent in size to Type 100 cigarettes. Although they're seen as a budget-friendly alternative to more expensive cigars, the Cheyenne variety is a well-regarded choice in the community, especially if you're only starting out on cigars. For the most part, Cheyenne cigars are enjoyed like other cigars. However, the small size, affordability, and range of flavor options will mean you'll be able to cover a lot of ground without spending too much money. Method 1. Enjoying a Cheyenne cigar. 1. Remove the packaging. Cheyenne cigars come in packs similar to typical cigarettes. Remove the cellophane wrapper encasing the pack and open up the lid. Dispose of the cellophane in the garbage once you've removed it completely. You should be able to smell the cigars upon removing the cellophane. 2. Light the cigar. Hold the cigar in one hand between your fingers and place the end of the cigar over a flame. In terms of lighters, a torch lighter is your best option, because it will allow the cigar tip to burn thoroughly. Placing the cigar directly in the flame will hurt the cigar's flavor. 3. Suck on the end of the cigar. While the cigar is lit, inhale on the reverse tip of your chosen cigar. Inhale slowly until smoke begins to billow from the lit tip. Inhale the smoke into your mouth, but don't let it get in your lungs, or you'll cough violently. 4. Savor the taste and body of the smoke. Unlike cigarettes, you should take your time to appreciate the flavor of a cigarette. After taking a puff from the cigar, let the flavor linger and enjoy it. When it subsides, take another puff. Because Cheyenne cigars are small, you won't get the same body from it as you would with a typical cigar. 5. Try exhaling through your nose. Exhaling the smoke through your nose will give you the opportunity to experience the scent directly. Cigars are often packed with strong smells, and exhaling through your nose will open up the sensory experience. 6. Take drags periodically. Upon lighting the cigar, take drags from it regularly to make sure the cigar keeps burning. When white smoke begins to bellow from the tip, it will burn on its own and you shouldn't feel rushed to finish it. If the cigar loses its fire, you can always relight it. 7. Roll ash into the ashtray. Unlike a cigarette, don't tap the butt of the cigar into an ashtray. Instead, roll the cigar end around the floor of the ashtray until the tip breaks off. You shouldn't be worried about constantly breaking off the cigar, as a long ash is a sign of a good cigar. However, you should dispose of it before it gets long to the point of snapping. 8. Cut off the filter for a fuller body. Although you may want to hold off on this unless you're an experienced cigar smoker, cutting off the filter at the end of a Cheyenne cigar will allow the tastes and material to enter your mouth more directly. Although this is certainly less healthy, it does have the effect of making the body, or smoke feel, of your cigar a lot bolder. Method 2. Concluding the experience. 1. Store your cigars in a humidor. A humidor is a case intended specifically for preserving cigars. Although you can just as easily keep the Cheyenne cigars in their original pack, storing them in a humidor may be a good idea if you're leaving them alone for a long time. Cheyenne cigars are generally considered to be budget cigars, so you may not choose to treat them as you would a real cigar. 2. Properly dispose of the packaging. If you haven't already, throw the pack in the garbage when you've exhausted all of the cigars. You should avoid littering your packs on the ground whenever possible. 3. Keep your cigars out of the reach of children. Children and youth are not allowed to smoke cigars or cigarettes. For the sake of responsibility, keep your cigars somewhere where they're not at risk of being picked up and used by children. 4. Reflect on the experience. Because a cigar is a fairly nuanced experience, it's good form to take a couple of minutes after smoking to reflect on the tastes and scent of the cigar. What was the flavor, smell, and body of the cigar? Most importantly, did you like it? Reflecting on the cigar is made more enjoyable if you've sampled a variety of cigar flavors. That way, you can compare and contrast them and pick which of them was your favorite. 5. Talk about it. Unlike cigarettes, cigars are something that can inspire connoisseurs. With that in mind, it's not surprising that there's a dedicated community behind the appreciation of cigars. Talk about your Cheyenne Cigar experience with friends and other cigar aficionados. From there, they may be able to give you recommendations on different types of cigar to choose. Method 3: Acquiring Cheyenne Cigars. 1. Find Cheyenne Cigars at a store. Cheyenne Cigars are a relatively widespread brand. If you're looking for the closest retailer that stocks them, the Cheyenne Cigars website features a store locator that will point you to nearby stores that have them for sale. 2. Purchase cigars online. Like most things, cigars may be ordered online, sometimes at lower costs than a store purchase, provided you're buying them in wholesale. The Cheyenne Cigars website will have their stock for sale, while other outlets like Little Cigar Warehouse should have them available. If you make a sufficiently large order, you may get the shipping charges waived. 3. Choose a flavor. One of the great things about Cheyenne Cigars is the wide variety of flavors you can choose from. Unlike cigarettes, a cigar is meant to be savored. Although one flavor might naturally appeal to you more than the others, it's typically good form to try a range of them. That way, you can hone your taste buds and become a more discerning cigar smoker. Here are some of the flavors. Full flavor, the regular flavor for Cheyenne Cigars. Menthol, grape, peach, wild cherry. Choosing a variety of Cheyenne cigars will give you a chance to figure out which one is your favorite. 4. Find a relaxing place to enjoy your cigars. Although small 100mm cigars like Cheyenne's probably don't deserve the same level of ritual you would give a full-bodied cigar, it helps to try them out in a place where you won't be distracted. Later on, you can take them out with you and enjoy them when you have a few minutes to spare, but it's best to get the basics down somewhere where you won't feel pressured. Tips. If you get into smoking Cheyenne cigars regularly, it doesn't hurt to start an account on their company page. That way, you can participate in a range of sweepstakes and deals. Warnings. As with any tobacco-related products, there is a significant health risk involved in smoking Cheyenne cigars.